Hello, welcome to GTAAP.
GTAAP.
Coverage of Watch Us Watch the Xbox E3 2017 briefing, media briefing, I think that's what they call it. They all have different names for all their things. I'm Mac.
I'm Kaz.
And we have two disembodied voices that can't fit on the camera. We have...
D.
And...
Matt.
Thank you. You'll be hearing them interject from time to time, but I don't have a wide enough lens to catch everybody, so you're just going to look at our mook faces. Hopefully we'll be more excited and show you the Scorpio. Actually, I'm very excited for the Scorpio.
Yes,
so.
you've been really ranting about the Scorpio.
I've had a lot of problems with my PC lately, and I like PC gaming, and it's still going to be my VR rig for my Oculus, but like, I'd rather have a plug-and-play solution for a lot of the big third-party titles.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in a Scorpio. I might get one.
Alright, so if you guys haven't already, go back and check our predictions video from a couple of days ago. You can see all the predictions we made for this briefing.
Right.
I think when we checked it, I'm up 1.5 to nothing.
Something like
Right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Right now. So also keep checking our Twitter. It's all caps GTAAP _L live. We're going to be putting on the haha funnies on the online, and you can kind of keep up with that as well. So if you guys want to see what we had to say when we didn't actually say it, that'll be on Twitter.
So I will say one of the interesting things about this is, so obviously the big thing is Scorpio and what that turns into being. Like how much of this conference is going to be dominated by that. How much are they going to talk about a new console or an old console? Because one of my predictions is they're going to basically, oh yeah, it has support for Xbox One. But anyway, the next generation of Xbox starts here.
What the over-under is and the amount of times they say teraflops.
Right? I think the one interesting thing is with that convergence of Windows 10 and Xbox that they started a couple E3s ago, I think everybody in the room has some skin in the game, because whereas you have an Xbox One, I sort of inherited an Xbox One. Both of you, D and Matt, you have Windows PCs, so there might be benefit to you in this as well.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Ready to get mature out, already pending.
And we're also excited because Anthem will be fully unveiled here. That we saw a preview of yesterday.
Yeah, get some Pong going.
All right, Master Chief.
2001.
Oh,
They're jumping right in.
okay, I'm already going to say I think now it's definitely going to be the Xbox 4K. Considering they're starting with resolutions, a really fun thing the mainstream audience really responds to.
Did I see some Fallout 3?
Yeah, they're showing a little bit of everything.
Oh, also, my TV's 4K. I'm sorry. You said the whole TV. That's not true. My TV's bigger than that. Ultra HD. We're supporting one of the 7 standards.
Yes, this won't matter if you have a TV that's only 6 feet away, but whatever.
But that number's higher than that number. Everyone here okay?
Yeah, that's all,
Yeah. But, and here we are with the X box.
Like the one lone guy that's like, whoa!
Woo, yeah, 4K!
Well, this year you had to be invited to go to the conference, didn't you? Like you couldn't.
Yeah, no, this is more of a media briefing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the teraflops that might be forming out of that.
My fidget spinner is that color, that kind of rainbow.
Iridescence.
Yeah.
Clack. Clack.
Is that what teraflop is right there? Who knows?
It also is weird because they're talking about this like a PC in the sense of they released all the specs for it already, and they have just been going nuts about technical details, which is probably good because that way they're not going to waste time during this.
Yeah, they probably will.
Well, no, they'll probably cover, but I mean they're not going to be talking about
You got someone from Gears.
the dock. No, it's sort of. That makes sense. I mean that's a good showpiece for more tech. I know that guy. Yeah. And the interesting thing about this is the normal press conference is around 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They already said that they're probably going to go long.
That's because, like we said, since they spread everything out this year, there's not as many issues with them running over and media having to go from thing to thing.
This young girl will find a world of her boyfriend's Xbox because she plays with a Switch because she's smart. Because she doesn't care about resolutions. Most people don't.
When they do add a little bit of sex.
Some Crackdown.
That's what I said, Crackdown.
4K. Get ready for it. Because your next TV in the next 5 years might probably have it. to the other 7% of the market already own one, we're gunning for you. That looks like an Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What wacky tattoo is he gonna have this year?
Is that? That can't be. See, that sounded like Stephen Bloom doing the direction. No, it can't be.
It wasn't.
Sounded like him though. He's player 1. Hope his wife's running player 2 because otherwise he's in trouble.
Oh.
Good afternoon. To those of you with us here in person, watching on this incredible
That would be a very expensive. Actually, no. 4K of that scale's easy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're watching this through the Xbox. Are we watching it on a
We
mixer?
were watching it on Mixer.
Formerly known as Beam. Money. Money. Brand awareness.
Screw Sega.
When that failed, we made the 360.
You know, don't say screw Sega. Sega helped them the heck out. The Xbox might as well have been called the Dreamcast 2.
That's true. That was just X.
Right.
Well, I don't think anyone won that bingo card.
Yeah, they're taking the Apple route of attaching a letter to the end of it.
Yeah. I'm glad it's not the plus. Well, my one prediction's already wrong. They are definitely not branding it as a new console. It is.
November 7th.
I'm right on one of my predictions. I'm 50-50. So those are the two Xboxes going forward.
I guess.
Okay, so totally inoffensive name, but totally a boring name. I mean, it's not as disappointing as, like, it's called the Revolution, also known as the Wii. Wii.
Thanks, Bill. It's an honor to be here.
We found a way to get Windows 10 lodged in there so hard you can't get it out.
Power, compatibility. Let's talk power.
Aren't you software developer? No. There's the teraflops. There's your count. First drink.
12 gigabytes.
That's nice. Didn't all the consoles run for GDDR3, I think?
No. PlayStation moved up to DDR4 it would.
Yeah.
These are impressive numbers that are more powerful than any other.
Like Sony. Yeah, as usual, we'll be tweeting here and there.
No. They're going to do the Atmos. That's good.
I'm also glad that they're actually hitting, again, there's like 7 different standards, but the UHD standard is actually up to true 4K, which is... Most games will probably work on it, we think.
Eternized?
It's amazing. People want to play the games they own.
It's weird, right?
Okay, so all this stuff.
All Xbox One accessories and games with okay. So we're making new accessories that won't work with your old crap. Now this is interesting because Pro promised this and then didn't really deliver on it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, faster load times is good. That's something you can definitely make it happen. That's good. Because the super sampling, you know, they do help out people who don't have 4Ks yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We've seen the cat explosions for months there. It's so advanced, we don't even know what's in there. I am surprised they are saying this. That's a real... You remember 2013, and they were talking directly to USA Today, and they didn't want to talk about anything that wasn't, like, mainstream. This is as insider baseball as it gets.
Yeah,
But you might as well put sales pie charts up there.
but you have 2 hours to film now.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. It's such an about face for them.
So as a PC guy, I actually find this kind of interesting, but
Right. Because a lot of PCs aren't hitting these marks. Like 4K gaming on a PC is tough.
Wow.
Liquid cool. That's really impressive for a mass manufacturer.
I was just gonna say, so it red rings half as much.
No, but it red rings, it blue rings because it's filled with water.
why is my Xbox X leaking?
Why is it got... Oh look, my Xbox is now steam powered too. You have to remember how big the Xbox One already is. Wow. I mean, liquid cooling makes it not need near as much surface area, which is one of the reasons like the original Xbox was so big.
So, are they going to make games that are just specific to that, or are they going to make games for everything?
Well, I think they're going to get to that. I think this was just the hardware.
Yeah.
And now they're going
Ooh.
to... We showed up Red Dead so that
Red Dead?
PlayStation doesn't get it.
So if I
Aren't we dicks?
get this will be my red. I get a prediction.
Well,
Red
they said it's
Red Dead.
exclusive, so it can't be Red Dead. It's
Well,
Red
no,
Dead.
it said world exclusive. Oh no, yeah, I guess. No.
It said Xbox and one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm already impressed that this.
Oh, it's Forza.
Is
Forza.
it? Yeah.
It's Forza. It's a good.
Sorry, I really thought it was going to be a cool helicopter there for a second, then it wasn't. But let's also just be blunt. Wow.
Yeah.
A Forza game looks beautiful. No one's surprised by that, but we're always surprised by the degrees in which how beautiful it can get.
Got some K-Fly.
Ooh.
Look at that helmet. Look at that guy, he's got a scarf. After seeing, whoa, that was actually an impressive little,
No.
just flipping through the weather.
The weather effects on the outside of the vehicle are great.
Oh yeah, this is,
Oh, that's always good.
again, car games have always looked good because they can make a car look really good and we won't.
Well, then that's,
Let's put it this way, guys in driving masks are way easier to go. That's impressive than people without driving masks.
That's always been Forza's bag, though. Like that.
Oh yeah, well those Gran Turismo
Whoa,
back
whoa,
before.
whoa! Those guys driving.
Trucks.
Yeah.
There's a whole sport for that.
I know there is, but that's the first time they've had it in this series of games.
Well, maybe they're trying some new modes. Dan Greenwald, who gets called Greenwald all the time.
They call him Greeny.
You could tell that the narrator had a note.
In the automotive world, supercars are debuted internationally on
Are they going to show a car again? Remember when they showed a car before?
I think I lower it from the ceiling this
I
year.
hope they lower it from the ceiling. From the ceiling, from the ceiling, from the ceiling, from the ceiling, from the ceiling.
No, from this side.
Oh, this is more traditional. I don't like it.
That's a Porsche.
This year,
Porsche, excuse me.
to bring you amazing experiences both in game and in person. Porsche shares our vision for the future of racing in the esports. This car has never been seen outside of the garden walls of Porsche.
The Germans have brought.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present
it's just a 911.
You have to remember, there are car people who think that's amazing.
Oh, I know, but still, like, it wasn't like it's a brand new model at all. It's just, it's
Well,
a,
they don't really make new models anymore. No one does.
The most aggressive expression
It's a sharp looking car, though.
Is it still a flat 6 in the rear of the engine? Rear of the car?
Shh. Probably. I do feel bad that most of the people watching this are like, neat. Whereas, like, I'm sure for them, who are as motorheads as they need to be making Forza, but they're like, this is so great! It's the biggest thing ever!
running on stage like 2 presenters, I'm a fourth grade student. I'm Taylor Johnson Racing. I'll be your host of the GTAAP. I'm Sunday, 3:55. I'm Guy Parade May, professional racer and stunt driver. I play Spider-Man
Well, I know a whole bunch of car guys who like video games who just found virtual girlfriends to think of. I do like that the in-car model you apparently can pick a female and male driver. That's a kind of step forward. For those who couldn't get into the mixer, no worries. We're extending the mix pot.
I think that's like their chat window.
Mix pot?
Yeah.
Maybe mixing pot? I could.
It's weird.
Whoa. Oh, they're not in the same race.
You don't know.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Nothing sells me on slick technology like wet pavement and the associated lighting effects.
I just thought they're not winning in any of these videos.
Well, yeah, but you know what? For demonstration purposes, you probably don't want to be the leader of the
I
pack.
know, I just think it's funny.
Yeah, I get you. Playing in 4K HD.
Now, see that
With all their tech specs, I'm kind of surprised they didn't mention what HDR model they picked. Because what is it? It's Dolby and
10.
then, yeah.
Probably, if I take, well, it might do
It's
both.
probably Dolby because it has atmosphere. It has an atmosphere.
Yeah,
patch.
honestly, it would surprise me if it does both.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of companies are starting to move over to both now.
Rather than pick a side.
Yeah.
Admittedly, this is a Sony panel. I have no idea what mine takes.
Yours is a Dolby.
Okay. We're so excited to show you this game, and we can't wait to show you Horizon next year. And then 8 the year after that. And then the next Horizon after that. We'll be making these games till we die.
Maybe keep making these games until you stop buying them.
So forever. Because it's not like they have to worry about competition from Gran Turismo.
I'm always far more interested in Horizon than regular Forza though.
I'm kind of that way too. I got a little into, I think it was 4? What was the one that had the Top Gear guys on it? Like the Top Gear track?
I think 4. I think
it was 4.
too. One thing that I did see there is it was Xbox One X enhanced.
Yeah. Well,
So that means you didn't have to get the Xbox One
I
X.
wouldn't
to
be
play that.
surprised, especially since they bred an Xbox One. I wouldn't be surprised they don't have any real clean brakes. I don't know how they're going to sell that thing without having a few clean brakes, but maybe they're happy to just start rolling that. Wow. That shows how strong that box is. I hate multiplayer. Show me something. I like long, immersive, single-player games.
Mobile music rhythm RPG MOBA.
Have we a game for you? Elite Beat Dota.
Oh, Elite Beat Agents. Wow. Okay. That's good. 42 games.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a few more than EA. Guy with the
Over
that looks
half.
like an R2D2 hat. Appreciate it.
Over half of them are exclusive.
That's really considering that's been the biggest narrative against the one other than the PS4's beating you is the fact of where are your exclusives? Because while like Sony exclusives don't move me much, they've been having a lot. Recore 2. Oh, deep immersive single player game. Anthem is a single player game. Death Stranding, we lied, it's coming. That's not true. Death Stranding is never going to be made.
That's not true. They're gonna put that on the Sony stage.
It's maybe a new Metro game?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, probably.
It already is saying Russian, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Metro's going more and more Fallout, and I like it.
They got like the 28 Days Later music going.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Hey, that still plays. It's like when we were hearing those like Terminator thumps the other day. This game terrifies me though. It's kind of like a weird like survival horror in the sense of like how resource constrained you are.
It's very resource kind of.
But it's totally 28 days. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Something's gonna jump out at us.
So here's my question. So they're doing all this 4K stuff here, right? But do you think that the Xbox One store or the
Ooh.
Wow.
goddamn rodents of unusual size? Tell me it's not an OUS.
Oh, it is. I was just thinking. Imagine that jumping out at you in VR.
I don't want to. Oh, I like how that the break of the helmet's really bugging me. Like it's kind of cool, but like it's really throwing me off. Well, I had that weird experience when I played Metal Gear 3. There's a certain point where, spoilers, you lose your eye. And like from there on, when you're in first person mode, you have some of this dark on the one edge. And it always threw me off. Like more than it should. But, oh, it's bright. That's HDR right there. Oof. Ow! Now he only has one eye. Ooh.
Is that a guy or a girl behind the mask?
Don't know. I know one thing. They're Russian. If that's all available to walk around with, oh, it is.
Yeah.
We're going Fallout.
So the exterior world is not completely toxic anymore, I guess.
But who knows how much further down the road this is. Well, the title of the game will probably be a year, so...
Well, no, the sequel had a, just Metro Last Light.
Yeah.
That's true. What was the original Metro
2049.
2048, I think.
2049. There's like sometimes.
Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with
That crossbow
softening
is
the series
sweet.
up a little bit and making it a little more actiony and a little more exploratory. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Can we get a year of the crossbow?
I'd be okay with that. That's a nice crossbow he's got there. She's got there. It got there. Conrad
They-
got there.
Zir.
Zay, Gem. What? That's a...
Oh, it's just
Exhale.
trying to eat a person. What's the matter?
You're covered.
that... How many things feel better than, like, recovering your arrows? I killed you. Flick for free.
Uh-oh. What's behind you? It's
It's a cave troll.
a
Air.
what do they call them?
Oh, good guy.
Yeah, you got yeah.
That's like a weremole.
That's not an option. Put that in there. I like the little animations. Like, again, mood and flavor has always been this series is sort of like bread and butter. But that's impressive. Use that supply. Yeah. Oh, it's like a dam?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the hydroelectric. There's a train.
Whoa.
It's like a super train. Oh no. You just found yourself in Snowpiercer. That's a beautiful looking, solid looking game.
That's right.
Yeah, you were right.
Exodus.
So
2033, Bruno.
So you're trying to leave Fama.
Yeah. Get out of the tunnels. Good job. Good job. Claps all around. That was impressive. Oh, we're just going sizzle reel.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actual in-game footage.
Captured in 4K, as you can see it on your
New civilization world.
Assassin.
Yeah, I think so.
I think about the Assassin's Creed. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? It's a living. Also say if it's not Assassin's Creed is gonna be mad that someone stole their thunder. Assassin.
Oh, there it is.
It's cool to see a like nice sharp in. Which is already, people have been wanting this for a while because some of the hidden stuff that was in the original Assassin's Creed and some other stuff that came out was, it's been established for a long time that Egypt is where the Assassin's Brotherhood
Was kind of-
first was established. And I don't care who you are, that's awesome. I don't think that's historically accurate.
So that's the Creed origins. So it's the actual origin story.
Person who said that this was leaked 5 ways to Sunday. And I'm glad I finally showed it to you, because you didn't see it, just saying, till now. Nice. I like the idea of cops and robbers with assassins in Egypt. Also, the tanking sales of 3 and Unity also made us go active. Well, it's nice they finally turned the clock back because they couldn't go much further than the Victorian era, and the Victorian era was already starting to get like too many people know the real history of the Victorian era for them to buy into the
Well,
fantasy.
you always had like people always wanted to see like Civil War or like World War One. You
There's
always,
other places to go, but what I'm trying to say is like when they went to Victorian era, like I said, people are more aware of that history. Whereas even the Renaissance is far enough back, they're like, oh, sure, he meant Da Vinci, whatever.
Well, that's why you got to set something like Japan, Mongolia.
The Japan one has to be coming now. They
Yeah.
gotta reset the clock because everyone wants that samurai game.
Pretty.
Oh, it's the sequel to that VR flying game they made. Wow, Red Dead Egypt.
So what innocuous pile of what are you going to dive into? Because like hay
Oh, they
isn't readily available in Egypt.
That's true. There's not a lot of hay.
Just big piles of sand.
Hold on, wait. There's no way you're not going to see that in this gameplay demo. Wow, if that's the final UI, they really hold it, like, really pulled back.
This is absolutely gorgeous. Look.
Oh yeah, imagine it's in 4Ks. I saw a thing of, it looked like hay. Maybe along with giant snakes, they're just ignoring certain parts of history.
Well, I mean, they have grain and stuff. Huh?
This really reminds me of the first one. I think also just because we're resetting to such a similar...
Yeah, it's like similar setting almost.
Yeah, like the kind of structures, you just get some of these sparse stone buildings and... Yep. I just want to say, someone really predicted this. This is a thing they did in Far Cry Primal,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like, yeah, it's part of the new Ubisoft thing. You'll probably have a drone in Far Cry 5, for instance. He's got a shield.
Yes,
That's an interesting
I
twist.
dig the shield, yeah.
I haven't really had that much as a combat thing. It's usually just an optional pickup, like
Does it
when you're
have
fighting.
like,
And he's got one of those wicked Egyptian swords, those evil, wicked looking.
oh yeah, like the Qatar kind of.
Yeah.
Like the, yeah. Does he have a
Big stickle
watch
blade.
on his back? Or no, it's just a bow. Okay, never mind.
That was awesome.
I thought
Hey guys. Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't completely a bankrupted idea. It had some cool ones, like sweet archery and climbing through trees. I'm excited. I never really lost the faith with Assassin's Creed. I really like them. I haven't played them as much, mostly
because they took a year off. They took the time to get this right.
And Syndicate was a real big step in the right direction anyway.
Yeah.
The only question I have, and it's the central question that will keep me interested, is, and I don't expect them to talk about it here, but is the meta plot. Like, I'm one of those guys who's invested in the meta plot, and when you got rid of it, like that powered me through 3.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to do this.
Hey,
You're not in the Artemis of sorts, or are you? Do you think?
Well, I have to think you are, but I just hope it's not the, well, you're working for Abstergo Gaming Company and Animus.
Does anybody else recognize that voice?
No, who's that?
I don't know. But I know I've heard it.
Well, it's... That's a cool trick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, it's up there with giant snakes as far as nonsense, but it's still cool. And again, Apple's the controlled destiny. I understand this game isn't exactly grounded.
I got ability point.
Ability points? That's interesting. I don't recall them having that type of progression.
I think they did. At least I thought they did. I can't remember.
Maybe they did. I mean, the last time I really played was 3. Oh no, Black Flag. I played a lot of Black Flag.
Yeah, Black Flag was good.
I tried out Syndicate, but I really did want to play Unity before I played Syndicate. Unity's not a good game, but I want to know the whole story. It's just that kind of thing.
I have Syndicate. I just don't know. I haven't played it.
Again, I like the shield. That's a cool new thing.
It's nice. It's a good shield too. It's like a nice small buffer.
Oh,
You know he's dead.
oh, that's cool. Yes, give me a kill cam. That's awesome. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I mean, I'm in.
September 27th. Okay.
Very nice.
So far, we've had 2 things releasing this year.
Yeah.
So
I think my last thing is gonna go down, but we have to see what, like. So my predictions were that it would come out this year, which it is. I won that. The other one that I predicted was they were going to talk about it as in the next generation. I was wrong on that. And depending on where Gears of War and the other announced titles are, I said that everything but Sea of Thieves that's already announced will not release
I
on
didn't think
time.
Gears of War was going to be here. I thought they said it was going to be.
What?
I didn't think Gears of War was going to be here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think everything they've already proved announced is going to get announced. That's cool. We can talk over the Mixer thing because it's. Guys, we really are excited to announce that we have a Twitch competitor, and you should use it other than Twitch because we'd rather have our own than Twitch. Hey guys, I'm really excited to announce with the other billion things I'm trying to do with this game, I've financially committed to doing it on Xbox, I guess somehow. Not sure how yet.
Ooh, Blue Hole. That's a rough one.
Well, it was a good idea when you were an Arma modder, not like one of the most successful indie games of recent memory.
Unknown Battlegrounds.
Oh, are you unawares?
I am unaware, I suppose.
You remember Battle Royale?
Like
Kids stuck in an island till they kill each other and there's only one?
Okay.
It's that.
Oh, okay.
You get dropped. It's a 100-player game where you get dropped out of the back of a plane, you parachute down, then you collect all the weapons and stuff on the island, and there's a circle that's contracting that forces you to get closer and closer to players. It's awesome. Don't pay attention to the other words. That's a big get for them because that's been such a big thing on PC in the last like 3 months.
No.
I mean, D, have you played Battlegrounds?
No, not yet.
Okay. I mean, we all like the original Battle Royale movie and stuff, so like
Yeah.
the second they announced this, I was like, that's awesome. It's definitely more Battle Royale than it is Hunger Games, but still. And the cool thing is because it's based on Arma, it's got a lot of emergent gameplay, like you saw with that door. So people just keep figuring out cool new ways of doing stuff.
So what prevents a, let's say, the four of us getting into Battlegrounds and us working together? And
Nothing.
3 things. One, the distribution of people. It's kind of hard to find someone without being murdered because you only take 1 or 2 shots. Like, you are not durable at all. 2, they will actively ban people for teaming up in non-team rooms. There's a lot of really just clever balancing to keep it, to keep alliances from forming.
What's cool too is when it starts out, like the plane's flying over the place, and you get to choose when you jump. Like there's
Right.
a cutoff point that you have to jump.
I feel it's also one of those kinds of games where... Yes, and there's frying pans.
Alright, I'm down. That could be fun.
I've heard it's one of the most intense experiences because you're terrified at all times. Because if you see someone...
It's like a Daisy kind of thing almost.
Yes. Space. It's greener than you thought.
No Man's Sky 2.
Space Marine. This has got a weird, kind of cool, low poly look to it. Minecraft 3000. Dude, it really does. Not the, like, it's even lower poly than No Man's Sky, but it does have a No Man's Sky kind of like level of weird color and looks like a 4-player.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the Lost Dwarves too. Robotron 64,000. Deep Rock Galactic. Dwarves.
Oh, they are dwarves.
Okay. Weird.
It's kind of cool.
Man, they're just rapid fire these out there.
Hey man, it's good because I don't
think they've announced a video that wasn't either a world premiere or an exclusive.
Well, they,
Right.
they said over half of the games are announced they're exclusives.
Yeah, and I mean, is this maybe what's its face? What was that survivalist game? Those were popular on the Xbox.
You go swim?
The Division 2.
Some zombie stuff going on.
Those are popular.
State of Decay, maybe?
State of Decay, that was the one I was thinking, yeah. This is maybe the sequel to that. I have to admit, though, the one thing about it that's impressive about this is Sony, this has been their last two press conferences, this kind of like rapid fire,
Yeah.
and I'll be really surprised if they have that again, just because of how much they've loaded the chamber but haven't paid it off yet.
I don't see.
There's a lot of announced games Sony needs to start putting like release dates on. Like their last zombie reveal, that one with like the sawmill and stuff. I think we have an armored truck there.
Yeah, it kind of
Remember
looks
when
like
zombies
State
used
of
to be
Decay.
about the existential horror of having to kill your family and friends and people you knew have been turned evil? So glad we're over that. Just meat robots. Evil meat robots.
In a place with good supplies. Probably not with that much open space around me. Just run around.
That's interesting.
So you have to actually build out your base.
Ooh,
Is this
so
Sim? Is it Sim Zombies? Is that what we're looking at?
No, I mean, yeah. There's that base building seems much more resource management-y than.
The game State of Decay had stuff like that.
Oh,
Where
okay.
you kind of like recruited people and then like expanded out your safe house.
Or is fast zombies, which aren't my favorite type of zombie. Deadly ones? Guy kills her anyway. Just want to show you I have commitment. Gross.
Just blew up like a pimple.
It's gross.
Wow, Lord.
Everyone knows how much. Oh, CDK too.
Whoa!
That seems like overkill. And Mortal Kombat levels of hard to do. This was a big niche game. Like, the people who got into this got real into it.
Well, it was a deeply flawed game on some of the mechanics, but it executed a concept that zombie survival games hadn't really nailed too much to that point.
Which is the actual,
Like the actual survival.
I'm glad at least we're moving on from some of this in a little bit of a way of like, not everything's a zombie game, because now we got robot dinosaur games. Every time I see State of Decay, I can't help but think of State of Emergency.
Oh,
That weird,
the
goofy...
The Rockstar run around killing
Yeah.
everybody.
Riot game.
Right. Stylized.
Oh shit.
Are you ready? That's right. Donner Party, the game.
Oh god.
I said prisoner.
Yeah. What's up? Dead. Whoa. Anyone else surprised he had a
Yeah.
shield? I
Did
do
you
like the fire.
say two players remaining?
Yeah. other battlegrounds.
It could be. Everyone get ready, it's Monday Night Combat 2. Hey, maybe this is that MOBA you're waiting. Hey guys, it's time yet again to try commentary for esport games. I'm trying to think, has there ever been an esport game that the people who made it decided it was going to be a successful esport game? Or is it always they make a game and then it becomes successful esports? Like, we've just seen them try so hard to make these games, and it seems like...
You had something like Rainbow Six Siege, obviously, was made for competitive play.
Yeah, and it did okay.
Pretty well. It's the best Rainbow Six they've had come out since Vegas.
The Darwin Project.
Interesting.
I feel I needed more context for that.
There you go.
Minecraft 2.
You can buy craft in Minecraft. Minecraft. Even we own it, and we still don't know why it's so popular. I love that they're just showing everything in Minecraft. Like all the lettering and stuff is...
Some poor soul.
It's such
has
a
my
good
calls.
derpy game. Ooh, that's actually good. If all the pocket editions are coming together in one big monster. Unify? Is it built on Unity now? No, it's still loosely based on JavaScript. Unfortunately.
Mojang? I thought it was Mojang.
No, it's Mojang.
I'm going to continue to call it Mojang.
Microsoft, they own it now. Doesn't matter what the developers call. Your hair is impressive. Aren't you worried about the VR kids having a competitive advantage? Ooh. Even if it is copyright infringible. What? That's so great. Just like the idea of 4K Minecraft. Oh my god, look at Steve, you can see so many pixels in him now. You can see all 32 pixels of his face clear as day.
Looks all muddy.
Though admittedly, one of the things that throwing some horsepower that Minecraft has been doing is the draw distance on Minecraft has kept getting better.
Yeah.
And that's really useful.
Well, they're saying they're introducing a new look for Minecraft, so maybe it's not 8-bit,
Ooh.
maybe it's 16-bit.
Well, I'm a fan of God Rays. Super duper graphics pack. Oh yeah, look at that. You're right. It's kind of what it is, and then just a whole lot of lighting engine. Yeah, because the textures are a little bit better, but not... I'm glad to see that. I'm glad it's a little sharper. And God rays everywhere.
God rays and then some really nice water reflection.
Pretty impressive for a world that's made of blocks. Super duper graphics pack. In 4K.
I like that Minecraft doesn't take themselves too seriously.
No. And one of our best acquisitions is basically floating the failings of Xbox One. doing pretty good with 40 minutes still to go.
Yeah.
I do have to give Microsoft credit for continuing to release it on other platforms, though.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Makes sense.
But I mean, Microsoft's being impressive with trying to be everywhere, except Sony platforms. But even then, they still do that on PS4 and.
Well, you said Japan.
What did you bring from Japan?
Yes.
What did they give you?
Oh.
Is this the VR version of that?
I want it to be Budokai Tenkaichi. It's not going to be, but. Dragon Ball. It's an endless well. Wow. We're slowly getting.
Oh, it's like the O2. It's like Ultimate Battle 22. It's like the O2D.
I just enjoy the fact that we were getting to the point of like, wow, these graphics look better than the original animation. We're slowly approaching on that point. We're not exactly there, but in fits and starts we are.
I don't see how we can play this a game.
Why?
Well, like a standard 3-minute match will take like 4 months to run.
Yeah. No, this is the Kai edition. You can actually watch it in a short, meaningful amount of time and only see the parts you need to. Well, that planet's doomed. That's the least complicated name I think they've ever had. Dragon Ball Fight or
Dragon Ball Z
Fighter. Not Dragon Fighter Z.
I don't understand what's so funny about that game. Unless it's
Did
this
you
one.
see him get turned into a cookie? There's people being turned into cookies. Deadliest creatures too.
Oh, I like Deadly Creatures. Don't like Deadly Creatures.
Wait, is this a follow-up to that one where the guy's got like, thumb drives around his neck and he's holding a dead baby?
No, Death Stranding will not be at the show this year.
Yeah.
So I think
What
Death
is
Stranding's
this?
PS4 only.
Oh, was that? I don't know. I don't
We'll see.
remember.
Might be PS5 only by the time it's out.
Really?
What is this?
I don't know.
A lot of different. Are they making a new Fable? Is that possibly a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Black
Whoa.
Desert.
I can tell the amazing character creator there.
Yeah, it's Black Desert.
Oh, is this like a...
What's Black Desert based
No,
on?
Is this like a Dynasty
Korea.
Warriors kind of...
No, it's an MMO.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
the
but it's
combat
combat.
systems-
It's very,
Oh,
very
okay.
action combat.
So a
And
person,
the most ridiculous character creator like ever.
so a person who at first level can beat a person at 10th level if he's skilled. Kind of.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That would be really cool to play on a console, I think, actually.
Indeed. I just want to use the character creator.
Yeah, it's a crazy Korean MMO.
Yeah.
I think we don't want to say it's a crazy Korean game and then MMO just comes with the assumption. Well, you said Korean, so. The MMO. Gee. Didn't see a desert in there, I was confused. I was not sure it was a desert. But it was like tan colored. Well, Paris is having a bad day.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Gee, I wonder where they're at. You
It is
think
not
they're-
Saboteur 2.
That's alright.
I liked
You don't know.
I thought
You haven't seen the title yet. You don't
I
know.
thought Saboteur was really cool, actually.
I actually like Saboteur as well.
Ah, where the drones roam free.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
What the pixel art is going on?
Is this Pixel Noir maybe?
I don't know, but consider my pants intrigued off.
No, this
It kind of reminds me of Jim Iru.
it's not Pixel Noir, I don't think.
Wow. Now you tell me this is Metroidvania and I'll be the happiest person on
Is
earth.
this maybe
I don't know, but it's beautiful.
Why am I blanking on the movie?
The last
The
night.
Last Night.
That was beautiful.
Huh? I've got my
That's really
how
cool.
much ever money they want to charge to
Yeah,
us.
I'll buy that. I didn't know what it is yet. That's such a different mix of 2D and 3D than we've seen before. Well, Xbox is definitely going on the philosophy it's about the games this year.
I think after last year they
Great logo there. This is weirdly a similar version of that same kind of concept, except not as pixely. It's a good look. Is it just in the galaxy with the power of rock?
Can't remember the name of this, but I've seen stuff for this before.
This is what happens after Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure.
He must travel to the lands of Boobocalypse and fight the Snaggcore beast. I don't like those glasses. Just saying. What is
The Artful.
the Artful Escape?
Okay.
Weird.
Alright.
I like the last night better personally, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody wins. Project Vane presents.
Ooh.
That guy's having a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah, this is from Japan for sure.
Yeah.
What are this?
Looks like a Dark Souls.
Dark Souls-y kind of game. Set in Japan post the X anime. Where we just keep making weird pseudo-apocalypses. She's got a mushkin. It's got a sword. Metal face.
I think you set up what kind of art style they're going for here.
Japan. That's their art style.
Yeah.
Code Vein. Code Vein?
Could be. You're right.
Yeah, Banda.
That could be interesting. I want to see more. Borders as in Borderlands? Huh?
Closer.
Got it.
Yay!
Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we love that game.
Yeah, we
right?
think it's
no one
super
else
cool.
likes it, but we like it. How do you guys feel about Sea of Thieves?
It looked alright.
I like pirates.
This is actually a pirate.
I want to get our own ship and name it the Limping Narwhal. Wow. There's a lot of underwater there. This is like Mario, when I get some loot, I get air back. Oh, it's gonna be 4K. Let me just put this in my pocket real quick and. There's gonna be sharks. Please be a shark. Or squid! Shark, squid? Shark!
That's a haggard shark.
That is it's an awesome shark.
Ha! He stole the treasure from the guy who's running from the other
Yeah,
shark.
that's what you do. Screw them. A tactical retreat. Sorry about that. Not sorry. That's great. See, they're very self-aware. I like it. Now this is coming out this year, right? It has to, right?
I'd imagine. I mean, it's been what, 3 years now?
This is their third. This is their third E3 show now. It happens. I like how simple the UI is. There, you've got like 5 shots, and it's.
So going on full on like Dead Man's Chest kind of.
Yeah. I think that's fine to be on the fantasy side of the coin. That's an interesting conveyance. What's up? And this is a place where I think that kind of simpler style does really well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's so nice to see Rare making a game they want to.
Yeah. Don't look around yet. Pathetic.
A useful compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, there's one cursive in Strongbox. Boss keys in there.
Oh man. Compass.
Do. Well, there is no compass anymore. It's just dungeon maps, right? Or am I got that reversed?
There's, I don't know.
We get rid of one of them. Another part where he's trying to just screw his friends. That's fun. That's not as fun.
Yeah.
Yay! Middling success! Alright, and chicken. I also like the idea. I don't think you have. I think you have unlimited ammo. You just have a clip.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll find out if you shoot some more twice more. Are they bringing this to Xbox or to Windows 10?
That makes sense.
Oh, that's a cool map. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh! Fighting another ship in a maelstrom. Man, Black Flag was a good game. I just remember Black Flag being part of this where you're going like over those waves and they're just gargantuan. Oh, no.
See, I think it's not.
What? Oh.
He's gonna take over that ship now.
And I like the assumption
By
these are other players.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy ghosted. So, like, if you're these other players, are you screwed? You just lost your ship? You respawned on some dirtbag island? I mean, I guess it'd be hard because you'd have to split your crew to pilot this.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Leave it that one.
Ha! That's good editing. That's good demo. Good demo. Good
That's
demo. I
great.
like that.
That definitely looks cool.
I'm surprised that's not coming out this year.
Yeah.
Like, real surprised that's not coming out this year. That would be a great holiday game. Oh, yes, show me more.
This is Tacoma.
This is Tacoma.
Ah, okay.
And after Prey, I want Tacoma bad.
I was thinking this might be our next long haul.
Long haul? Oh, yeah, I'd be up for that. I'm pretty stoked for this game. August 2nd.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's coming quick.
Conquer?
No, there's no world where that happens.
Or no, that's
Lucky.
Okay, that's the fox from Rift, right?
Yeah, Lucky's Tale.
Yeah.
It's a cute game.
Conquer can still jump in here. Oh.
Aww. They weren't kidding when they said diverse.
Yeah, they're doing the wrong thing.
It's kind of nice to have just a cheery, like, kids platformer that's also not trying to rekindle, you know, certain age demographics' love of childhood. I mean, Skylanders and Lego can't hold the whole ship together.
Especially after Disney KO'd themselves. Interesting character design.
Yeah. I like that onion.
Huh.
It's amazing how rare like it is without it being rare.
Yeah.
Super Lucky's Tale. It's also weird it not being in VR, because VR actually was a pretty big value add to it, because you could really sort of move your head around and see the course.
Okay.
Because you basically played it like this, but like as a diorama, right? So you could look wherever you wanted around the field.
Okay.
it's kind of weird just sort of clicking it back to being just a platformer. So hopefully they made the proper camera adjustments for that.
Yeah, I was really good.
It's time. It's time for anthropomorphic mascots to make their return. Blinks the Cat 3.
Blink stabs right back.
Ladies and
We're finally
gentlemen,
getting
boys
Cuphead.
and girls, Cuphead coming up in 2024.
Thrilling.
I've only been talking about this game for what, 5 years?
Has never been seen before.
It has been seen before.
Like a lot.
Yeah, like a lot.
Like a lot.
Like the fact that it's not out yet is ridiculous.
What's important is with all that time, it will meet its hype. Right? You right? No, there's no way it can meet its hype.
Wow, that guy's so fun.
2019.
No, see,
I'll see
the
whatever.
date at the end of the year.
September of 2019. 29. Sumo. Has
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews?
Crackdown.
That's great. Please tell me there's just VMM, the full motion video cutscenes. That would make me so happy.
Oh, that'd be ridiculous. You heard he was really pushing to be the voice for new Overwatch characters, right?
What?
He really wants to be a voice for an Overwatch character.
That'd be great. I hope they have a new Overwatch character, Terry Crews. It's just him like this with space armor. His ult is peck movement. It mesmerizes everyone within a certain range. Whoa, 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 wait, whoa. What happened?
I don't. You're the technical guy. What happened?
I don't know. Matt and D aren't here anymore. And I feel like I've seen this before, as though I've seen it in the past.
As in, like it's a memory of some sort.
Yeah, as if I had seen this. I was recorded in a room full of people watching this Crackdown 3 footage, and then suddenly I wasn't. And I'm here in a world where I've already seen this, but may have lost the footage of said first experience.
Possibly.
Maybe.
More than likely.
I'm Mac,
I'm Kaz.
and we're going to sort of recreate our impressions and what's left of this press conference, because the tape stopped rolling, and so we lost a huge chunk of our Xbox. Now, it's been about a day later, so some of this will be kind of new again, because I'll probably have forgotten some of this.
Yeah, especially with the rapid fire there were.
Oh yeah, no, that mech is cool. Yeah, Crackdown 3. That's a weird thing that they're doing. Only because it's like cell shaded and cartoony, but it's also ridiculous, kind of like Saints Row,
It's a Saints Row
4.
Yeah, Saints Row over the top. Yeah.
And it's hard to over Saints Row.
Yeah, that's you can't really do that necessarily. So we got a little bit of a gaming montage going on.
Yeah, because here, this is sort of like their indie showcase.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Or Cyrus?
Yeah, Cyrus. Yeah, so it was like
I don't think I'm familiar with that.
Raiders. Okay.
Really Heroes?
This is like a Rayman side-scrolling platform kind of.
Seems like Path of Exiles. D was
Okay,
pretty excited
yeah,
about that coming over.
Surviving Mars. Okay. Surviving Mars is something they've been talking about for a while, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's something on the PC that's a pretty cool survival-y game. Well, that kind of looks cool. Observer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That one did look interesting.
RoboCraft.
Yeah, kind of build your own robot.
Soon, all the prefixes will be attached to craft.
Dunk Lords. You know, I
Dunk
forgot
Lords
about
is
this.
ridiculous.
We saw that at PAX this year.
Oh,
At
okay.
PAX this year. Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember that. But that's cool.
Ooblets.
Ooblets. which now we know from later is
Like a
from
Pokemon,
Double Fine is the ones
Harvest
bringing that to
Moon,
light, and that makes
yeah.
it make more sense. Yeah, kind of Harvest Moon. Strange Brigade's interesting. It's a 1930s adventurer kind of thing.
Okay.
They had a trailer that came out before E3. And
Hello, neighbor.
Hi,
Won't you-
neighbor.
won't you
I'm here to
be
murder you.
My neighbor.
This is great and ridiculous.
Conan.
Conan.
I always find it weird that they keep trying to bring back Conan. Like, over and over and over again.
Well, I think one of the big reasons is because I think it's gone in public domain. So I don't think you have to pay anyone to try it.
really?
It's not just
That and I think that and Eldrick are all, if they're not there, they're very close.
helping shine a light
So that might be the rights holders
for them to
pushing it and trying to make it till they can't get money off of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do apologize. I don't know exactly what happened with our footage, but it definitely, well, you saw when it cut out. But it was a good press conference for Microsoft. They sort of said all the right things and moved most of the right levers and got where they wanted to be.
They're definitely, I think everyone's kind of in agreement that they're winning the press conference right now.
Yeah, I would agree with
I
that.
hope you're reminded today why it's so great to be a gamer on Xbox. Action, adventure, story, skill.
It's all about the things.
These next few
All the
weeks
things.
bring it all
Microsoft brings all the things.
Let's start with a game whose stylistic approach.
Yeah, something's happened after this is I think I've decided I am going to get an Xbox X since I have a 4K TV. It makes sense for me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But no one will let me buy one yet, which is weird.
Yeah, that is real weird that there's no pre-order things at all for it. Aurora 44.
What was this? It's amazing how quickly we forget.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah. So this is interesting. I don't think we got enough information to sort of like grab onto it. It has this really cool art style to it, obviously. But it's that's a hideous looking thing.
So it's
Oh right, because they have the teeth in their chest and spiders.
spiders.
Yeah, but it has this real interesting art style. Like everyone's like legs are like a little too long. They don't really have faces.
After lifetimes, the light
And those chest things are
Yeah,
terrifying.
those things are.
And that's gross. That's creepy. But if I remember correctly, this is where you comment on like, if you have a hatchet and you go against a 30-foot tall something,
Yeah, you're just not gonna win. Yeah.
it's not gonna work.
we will live in the new light rather than just survive in the dark. This rebirth will end our wandering.
In a lot of these games, I think one of the weirder things that's been happening with cinematic trailers as of late, it's really hard to tell, well, what do I do in the game? Like,
Yeah.
that's becoming harder and harder to figure out. Because there's this cool giant thing, but am I actually fighting that? Is that like, am I third person, first person, over top? Ashen, that's what it was called. Again, it's one of those, that's cool, whatever that might be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
It's becoming a problem with these press conferences, is just how much stuff you see.
Well,
Ooh.
there's too much stuff pumped into this. That yeah.
What was the Squeak?
This is,
Oh, I
yeah.
remember what the Squeak
Yeah.
game was. Yeah.
It's. I'm excited for this one. This could be fun.
I think it was weird that this turned out to be a prequel, though. Again, the director had made a lot of comments of like he wanted to, like he thought the Max's story had been told, and I'm like, oh, apparently he thought Chloe's story hadn't been told, because that's what this is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Also, sadly, apparently the voice, like none of the voice actors are coming back because of the stupid strike that's going on.
Really?
Yeah. But that's okay. It's not intrinsic to who the characters are. Oh wait. But again, I think we're all pretty stoked about the fact that this is such a different game. Like it's such a different perspective. It's very different video game antagonists. Like it's kind of cool to see what amounts to a teen drama as a video game,
Yeah, exactly.
especially with rewind powers,
Well,
which this game apparently doesn't have because
With the rewind power. I mean, this kind of goes in line with like the whole 13 Reasons and like that kind of new age. We're gonna
opening up the genres.
We're gonna look at a teen drama, but we're gonna treat it a lot more seriously than we ever had before.
Sure. But pretty cool. Life is strange before the storm. All right, that's coming out in August.
Yeah.
Oh, and episode's 1 of 3.
Yeah.
I think the first one was 5.
That sounds correct, but I don't
I think there
remember.
was
From
5.
Monolith Productions, Vice President
But
of
yeah, that's pretty
Creative,
cool.
Michael DePlatter.
We're getting what, some Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, some more breakdown of Shadow of War, which I think we can comment on. The Nemesis system being back is such a cool thing. The Nemesis system was such a diverse. One of the gold we missed from our video cutting out is the fact it was all talking about Lugga the Defiler, who was our that was one of those games that sort of started our channel in the sense of we were just sitting around, we were going like, this is great. Why didn't we record that? We were playing Shadow of Mordor for hours. And we kept passing the controller, and Lugga had we killed him like 6 times before he actually died.
He killed us a couple times too. Yeah.
It was great and rough,
And Bruce the Chopper might be our new favorite character.
he's great. He's great. His greatness is about to be shown, but I love these just talk with like big, thick Cockney accents. Like they're not unintelligent; they're just kind of thuggish.
Yeah.
And that ended well for him. That's
Yeah.
maybe he'll come back.
No, once your head's popped off, you're pretty much well
I
done.
don't know. We killed Lugga in a lot of different ways, and he never didn't go away.
We never popped his head off though.
I think we did at the end.
Oh, at the end, yeah. And he didn't come back.
Shadow of Mordor, we introduced a way to create unique
This game just looks fantastic. It looks like such a great, rewarding expansion of that first game.
I'm slowly but surely realizing now I'm going to be spending a lot of money on games this year.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like more than the past couple of years actually.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we're in E3 that isn't like, I think it was 2013 and 2014 were totally the year of, so 2014, oh no, I remember what it was, E3 2012. Man, 2013 is going to be a great game for years. E3 2013. Wow, 2014 is going to be a great year for games. 2015 is going to be a great year for games.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
he's cool. And this reminded us of the fact that we kind of forgot about how interesting some of the combat is. We didn't mention, because I flipped out when we first watched this. There's that move he used earlier where it was about, like, he shot an arrow and then the Elf Lord showed up there, like the ghost form showed up there, which was nuts. And then this is cool.
I just like the fact that you have different sizes of characters this time.
Yeah, you've got more than just different versions of orcs. You've got orcs and goblins and trolls.
Yeah.
The one trail they showed the Balrog. Dominate's awesome. And this may be why he's my favorite character. Because he's just like, oh, sure, whatever. Dark Lord, Bright Lord, don't care, I'm in. His allegiance split so quick and so effortlessly.
Oh, jeez.
It's hilarious.
I just love his, like, the giant bracers that he's got all the way down his arm.
Mm-hmm. Probably doesn't take those off very often.
He just looks like a character that, like, if you had to fight him, that you would not be able to beat him.
Right. That's why you had to dominate him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He also looks like, so Warcraft inspired me to give giant shoulder pads to people. It's a good looking game too. Pop.
We already
That's
have a
great.
few loyal followers in our army.
Now, I do worry that this might be cumbersome to someone like me. I'm curious to see how streamlined it is. These assaults, gathering your army together and throwing them at a problem.
They might just have, like, an optimized button that you press and it just
But
does
you're in the
stuff.
same boat. Like, I'm so used to, like, in open world games, I don't want to work with anything. I don't even use horses in most of those games. I just go out and do my own thing. And I'm just curious to see how that all... Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got like the robot jaw.
Mm-hmm. So we've obviously fought him before.
Push Crimp. The machine.
Yeah.
The Makara.
Just turn the knife. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Ooh! Oh, right. He's got the Kuragamas. That's
He's
so
got
gross.
the get over here.
Yeah, Scorpion. Uh-oh. Oh.
There you go. Skip him by the skin of your teeth.
Just something great about Batman combat being not in a Batman game. Especially now, it's definitely not a Batman game. The first one, mostly not a Batman game.
Yeah. It's...
I hate you so much that I'm your best friend. Serve the Bright Lord. Cool. And yeah, so it seems like you almost have the Nemesis system in reverse because you've got your own army and you sort of graduate troopers and.
Well, it looks like you can do it both ways. So, like, as if you died, it looks like other ones might take over. Because I know there's different factions amongst the orcs. There's like 4 or 5 different factions, and you can kind of
like
work
clans
those.
or something.
Yeah.
And there's that 2-headed troll that was mentioned.
Yeah.
I feel that one side is smart and the other one has a helmet on it.
Yep.
Also, I want to reiterate, smart quotation marks. So it's like weak handling on like the local speech. He's like, he's saying he's gonna kill you and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying. I think. I don't care. Let's kill him.
Oh, he's so good.
He's just he's a lovable rock.
Uh-huh. And the worst part is you'll never meet him in your game because he's completely randomly put together.
I also like the define focus. Well, you never know. Something like that with as many speech lines as they have, there may be 1 or 2 that are like that might be the tutorial for building an army. You know what I mean?
Possible, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they've talked about that's one of the hard things about demoing is they really can't recreate the same demo twice.
Yeah.
Because everything gets within the spreadsheet moves around a bit. And I think I could be wrong. I think this is Anthem. No.
This is my.
Yeah, we were
tugging
very,
on my-
very curious, and we just couldn't latch on for the longest time as to what
tugging
this
on
is.
tugging on my heartstrings here.
And you get that soft piano music. I was reminded of Dust, that game that was made by like one person. But
That's the Elysium too.
that sounds but then we were like, it's too pretty to probably be that same guy, even if he got a team. And then eventually it sort of shows itself a little more obviously. But it kind of reminds me of I'm assuming I'm pretty sure it was already seen the Last Night, and where they're like using these like lots and lots of layers of 2D elements to give this weird, cool 3-dimensionality to everything.
It's
that
got
game did that too.
It's got like a pop-up book of quality to it almost.
But even beyond that, you can kind of see like this is a game that would look great with HDR.
Oh yeah,
like because of just how much range and lighting. So it's like 3D, like it's a 2D game, but they're using 3-dimensional lighting, for instance. I think it's scary.
What the weird bioluminescent mushroom spider?
Yeah. Shroom spiders aren't cool. Just saying, shroom spiders are not cool. In the age of wonder, when the earth was green and good. And I said it then, and I'll say it again. That is a very concerned owl. He's just got this ranked look of worry upon him. Is that a leaf? Hope that's not a leaf. Leaves depress me.
Notice depresses me? Rain.
Oh, it's so rainy. You know what else depresses me? Kind of scary plant formation that forms echoes of my past.
There he is.
Hey, I'm a dragon thing. We could be friends. I hate rain too. And you said you thought you might know what that is. It was like a chick or something.
Little chick. So in the first game, the main antagonist is a giant bird. That's trying to.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I don't know if it's trying. because I didn't get all the way
Not
through
sure.
the game. I didn't get all the way through the game, but
I just remember you mentioned that. When
Yeah,
this
so like,
happened for real.
yeah, so like the bird that you fight is kind of like a white-faced owl type creature,
Gotcha.
and it comes back a bunch of times during the game. To
So I'm going to think
float
that
over.
you're a little excited for that game.
Yes, I'm desperately excited for that game.
Cool.
We're passionate about preserving and celebrating the game's
Again, I mean, they showed a lot. They did a really, really good job of, I mean, game. Oh, right! They announced the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
to bring Xbox
And it was funny because PlayStation sort of poo-pooed as like, this isn't a thing gamers use enough for us to justify spending on it.
today.
Well, Xbox definitely disagreed
Well, even
because they kept working on it, and last but not least, his announcement here was kind of wild.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Backward compatible game. But I've heard your feedback and you want more. Today,
I'm just waiting for them to go like all the way
pleased to
back.
announce an
Like,
exciting
hey, we support Dreamcast games. I don't know. Yay, the original Xbox!
Yep.
You can play like the 3 games you want from that library. What I'm really curious about is multiplayer.
Aquaman, Barbie's Horse Adventure,
And Blink's the Time Sweeper.
Link's Time Sweeper. There you go.
God, I hope Link the Time Sweeper is backwards compatible.
Oh god, we make so many jokes about it. It has to be.
Especially considering the second game, I genuinely enjoyed.
to today's Xbox One
First game was
library,
rough.
including a fan
Oh,
favorite
Blinks.
that I'm asked about often by the community.
He's a cat. He sweeps up time. And that was cool, Crimson Skies, which is such a great game. Though it brought the question up is, are they going to bring in the multiplayer? Because it'd be cool, but then also it's going to be really hard to find matches of someone who happens to also have gotten the backwards compatibility and wants to play that game with you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'd be kind of cool to go back to like Halo 2. Like,
I'm really surprised they never went back into the Crimson Skies.
I guess you don't really need a
library.
maybe this is a feeling the water out
Yeah, maybe.
for that.
Yeah.
It's such a small game compared to what you think of now.
Oh yeah.
But if you made an open, like
Like an
an
open
open
world
world
one,
version,
yeah.
I'd be so happy.
I'd be so happy.
And here's where they sold the message of like, hey, you know, even if it's 1080, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, they enhanced.
Better load times, better super sampling.
And we already
So,
have over
Again, an impressive conversation. I'm sort of throwing some of that out in here just because
as part of our
we won't really wrap up at the end because we've already sort of
Yeah.
thought about all this stuff a little too much.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, bringing the Final Fantasy genre back, much like Resident Evil, by making a game that's only tangentially like the games you played before.
You're the only person in the world who doesn't like Resident Evil 7.
And I will continue to hate it. 'cause
Only
it's-
person in the world.
I wanted a Resident Evil game. They gave us Resident Evil 7. And no amount of inventory and herbs makes it a Resident Evil.
Today,
And then Final Fantasy 15 is just like that's what they originally sold it as was Final Fantasy 13 Versus, an action RPG, which it's cool, but give me Octopath Traveler. Whatever the hell that is.
New games that have ever appeared on our stage. From every corner of the globe, from developers large and small.
But
42 games.
yeah,
including
Cuphead, like, that's
22
coming out.
console
It's got a date now.
on Xbox
yeah,
One.
September of 2029. It said September 29. That is not the
And you're
day.
also
It is the
going to be
year.
able to play all of the biggest
Probably.
cross-platform blockbusters on Xbox One.
You're just afraid I'm gonna try to force you to play it.
I don't want anything to do
Yeah,
that.
I know you don't.
I don't like that animation style, that era. I appreciate the triumph it is from a technical standpoint of hand drawing all that stuff. That and they say it's not a boss rush mode, but they've never shown anything but boss fights. So
No, they're showing some bonus stuff.
well, I guess over the last decade, when they've shown them bits and pieces, I'm sure they do.
You're so saucy right now.
Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console at $499.
Well,
Be
yeah.
the first to experience unrivaled power.
You have to watch our Ubisoft press conference. I'm coming off of the very end of that. I'm not going to mention what happens at the very end, but that's why, because I'm a little bit sick of the vaporware games.
Mr. Saucy.
Like, either show it or don't. And again, it's one thing when you show me like, hey, here's Fallout 4 and it's going to take 3 years to develop. Like BioShock Infinite was one that was a really long time coming, but I understood what they had to build. Cuphead was supposed to be a slam dunk indie game 5 years ago.
I'm just saying, you're drowning marinara over there, okay? That's what I'm saying, dude. All right?
And so here's the anthem.
Yeah.
New IP. It's the lifeblood of our
Which I'm excited to see more
It's also
from Apple.
risky.
I'm excited to see again a little more brass tacks of exactly what they're trying to accomplish. I'll try and save some of the impression stuff for as they show up here. But you know, we had the EA press conference and we had that little tiny tease, and we didn't really see much other than, yeah, there's a jungle, there's power armor that's in scale somewhere between Titans from Titanfall and somewhere between like Destiny, like almost skin tight body armor. Something like, kind of like Fallout 4 power armor scale, where you're like 10, 12 feet tall.
A little bit more maneuverable, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then that was kind of it. That's all they really showed during the EA press conference.
You especially thought it was going to be, you're like, oh, it's Destiny.
I think it's hard to escape it only when they showed, like, the designs of the armor are very now, and that's just sort of how people look at stuff.
Yeah.
But especially the way the optics were on the helmet were very weird and inhuman shaped. And it really reminded me of, like, say, what's the race of robots in Destiny?
I don't remember their names, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But it really reminded me of them and the armor they wear, and again, sort of abstracted out of the human form.
Gotcha.
That and the rumors were always that BioWare's secret project was a shooter MMO.
Okay.
Like, it was supposed to be
like
a
a
Destiny,
like a Planet Side or something.
or World of Borderlands has been threatened to be for a while, or what the Division sort of turned into. You know, that was, wow. Forgot how good looking this cutscene was. Remember, I was freaking out. What the hell is that?
Giant robot camel.
It reminds me of Mule from the old computer game Mule. Like an AT-AT beast. And I remember one of the places we stopped here and kind of commented on was really thought it was cool how they had used mocap and you got a really good performance, like you can see the person in there, but it was still stylized.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be photorealistic. It's not trying to, you know, like say an Uncharted goes for photorealism and gets as close as you're going to get with current tech, but still not all the way there. This felt more like we're going to make it look pretty human, but it's more about, you know, our world and our story than it is trying to be the bleeding edge of graphics.
One, especially when we get a little bit further in here, they start to show some other
Yeah,
stuff.
see, that guy right there is why I kind of got that Destiny vibe out of it.
And that's just kind of, like you said, that's kind of the design of the day now.
It is the style. It all started, I think, with like Infinity Blade, of like, well, if we close their helmet, then they don't have to have their eyes where their eyes would be, and their mouth doesn't have to be where their mouth would be.
I think it's like Mass Effect does that too. There's a lot of games where that
just slip your boots right down there.
That flat helmet.
Yeah. Everybody's doing it. But yeah, it seems like this power army stuff is a significant thing. It seems to me what makes your main character is different from the rest of the people.
Oh yeah, because it looks.
I also like
fully
because your
customizable.
legs are in like where the knee joint is on these machines. I did like the fact that they made them not human proportions.
Yeah, they're definitely
Like the
bigger.
legs are longer than a person's would be.
And like this one that's about to come in here.
Oh yeah,
This design is cool because it's completely different than yours. You got like the backwards knees. You got the bigger, bulkier shoulders. The helmet's completely different. So like the customizable routes on this seem to be awesome.
huge. Now we're leaving the wall for jungle.
We're just gonna jump right in here.
And you can see that there's a lot more aerial, this sort of like, I don't know, jet-powered squirrel suit.
Do you remember Dark Void?
Yes, I do.
Dark Void.
I'm like one of the few people on Earth that like had a fun time with Dark Void. It was not a great game, but I did enjoy it.
But yeah, that's just right off the top of my head. That's the first thing that pops in my head when I see
I can
something.
see that.
That mixed with Vanquish a little bit. And
Again, we need to see more rocket sliding before I give it to Vanquish. That man never used his feet. He didn't need them. He had invincible knees and rocket boots.
It's because you needed to have invincible knees and rocket boots in that game to be able to do anything
You
but
did.
worth.
You did. Now, the thing that we're not commenting on is there's this whole chat going on during this, which is that classic kind of like, this was an impressive moment. Is the fact
Yeah,
the whole
water,
underwater is modeled as well. But what I was going to say is the chat, which is close enough to reality. I mean, it's not.
Well, so
People don't talk like this. They talk way uglier and awful.
So after this was over, they did a demo for Sea of Thieves, and they had guys playing.
And that was authentic.
That was authentic. It was just everybody talking over top of each other and being loud and stupid and everything
screaming at nothing.
everything that chat actually is.
Yeah, so I get why they have to do it, but there's a part of me that just goes like, yeah, just skip it. It's going to be that unrealistic,
No,
but
if
it just
you-
shows the game.
If you were doing 1-to-1 like this, it probably would be closer to this.
Closer, but I mean, if you've ever watched like a Destiny raid and listened to how tight and terse the conversation is, a lot of it's just yelling at people of, don't do that thing yet.
Well, especially the Destiny raid. Destiny raid is very much like an MMO raid where you have to. There is a certain way you have to do it right. Otherwise, you don't do it.
You can
Right.
equip
So,
your
like, there's one
general
person
master suit
controlling
with
that.
Oh no!
power to combat.
Big boom.
The giant mule thing got killed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part. Why are you making me relive this?
So sad.
You're making me relive
So
stuff.
sad, and he's following GTA rules. I fell over, now I catch fire.
It's that chick from Horizon. She's going crazy.
And so
So they've come up to looks like a raiding group here.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
counter.
And they're going to go in and kind of pick them off with some little bit of strategy.
And I think it's just the two of them.
Yes, yeah. It
I
seems
think
like
it's just that red guy we saw earlier and the character we've been following so far.
Yeah. And we got some Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Iron Man
yeah, I know. You get some Macross and missiles there. That's pretty cool. Oh, right. Pick up a loot box. Man, I hope it's a legendary. And for the demonstration, it is! I have to work a lot harder and be way more ecstatic if I got that.
Scale world events
Especially for how easy of a fight that was. Yeah.
pull you off the beaten path with the promise of
And again, I'm just gonna say it for posterity's sake. I can't shake saying, yeah, this looks a lot like Destiny, because I didn't really play Destiny, and while this is third person, and there's a lot of other things that are different, it's just the vibe it's bringing. This sort of like, hey, get a small crew of your friend together. We're gonna go on an MMO start type raid, except it's more about guns.
And that's just about anything like that. Though. But this is definitely very different than Destiny, because I have played Destiny.
Yeah,
It seems like it's a lot faster paced. Seems like the environments are a lot more interactive and detailed. Yeah. And it seems like the customize, like Destiny, you can customize your armor and things like that. Like you can pick out the different armor. It seems like every different part of this armor that you have here, you're going to be able to fully customize.
don't go in there. That's a really poor idea.
There's loot.
But if you fall into a singularity, you get crushed into one strain of atoms.
But there's loot. And imagine if you got a legendary from those small guys. Imagine what you get in there.
Yeah. So that was a good thing, I think, to sort of like
That was,
show off, because
that was a good capper. I mean, that's a good way to show off the capabilities of what the new Xbox X can do.
correct.
Showing off a new fast-paced game that's going to be kind of hyped that everyone's going to kind of get into a little bit.
Yep. And again, I think we talked about it. I think it was kind of weird that it wasn't as driven by the Xbox X as I thought it was going to be, because they ended up definitely being more of, this is the best version of the Xbox One. It is not a new Xbox.
Well, I think that was the whole point, was they were worried that if you push the Xbox X too much during this thing, people who have the Xbox One now are just going to be angry because they feel like they're going to have to buy a new one.
Yeah, the Sony didn't do anything particularly wrong, but the PlayStation 4 message got really muddled with the PS4
Yeah.
Pro. I do feel that this makes a way stronger case for being different. Whereas, mostly because I think the Pro, and I think they learned from it, the Pro's fine, but it was all hinging on, hey, yeah, we're going to have enhanced games. Well, what happens? Well, our partners just need a patch. Are they going to? Probably. All right, so that brings us to the kind of the end of the conference, and so that's Xbox.
Xbox, at least in our opinion, is still winning the conference.
So join us for the rest of them. We'll be covering the other ones. Ubisoft and Sony, and as well as Nintendo's coming up. And keep following us at GTAAP_live on Twitter as we comment on everything, and we'll talk to you in the next briefing.
Yep.
I'm Mac.
I'm Kaz.
Bye.
Don't go shooting people with armored missile Macross things.